Shamar.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Marty 4 here once again.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamarty 4 here once again. And I'm here to do the review for this Bad Girls Club Part 2, Season 12, reunion, whatnot. Baby, this was a good part. It was a good part. There was some shit that I get to talk about today. So, right off the bat, we start out where we left off last week when Diamond and Asia having a little spat, and then Asia threw that shade about letting, because Diamond was doing extra and the hand movements and da-da-da-da, and even Blue was like, yes, good job, do your extra thing, and then Asia was like, girl, she just tried to get her camera time. Diamond tried to come back, oh, bitch, really? And then they start fighting. I couldn't really tell who won. It kind of just looked like, you know, Diamond was just all over her, and then, you know, Asia eventually got up and started doing this and that. So I guess it was a draw. Asia didn't look damaged. We didn't really see what Diamond looked like too much from after that, but it is what it is. And apparently, because after that, after Diamond and Asia split, Jada was getting into a fight with Lauren for some reason. I'm like, what the hell going on? And apparently, Jada jumped in to Diamond's and Asia's fight because, you know, Asia is her bitch. And Lode was trying to fight her because she saw that Diamond was getting jumped. And they argue, and Jada was like, you know, Jada was arguing with Lode. She's like, we've had 3 fights. Okay, we've had 3 fights, and you didn't beat my ass not one time. I'm like, yeah, she right. Y'all had spats, but you, Lode, you really never just, you know, gave her a real beating for real, but, you know, it is what it is. And so after that, Jada says they all backstage. Most of this drama happened backstage. Not even too much happened on the actual stage itself. Jada gets back. She says she's going home. I'm done with this. I ain't come back out. This is bullshit. Red sticks her old fat happy ass out there like, oh no, she ain't going home. She ain't going home. We ain't even had a chance to do. She said, I ain't even get the chance to do shit yet. This bitch can't go home yet. And then, you know, what's that bitch name? Britt co-signing and shit, talking about she, oh yeah, because she's a weak ass bitch and blah 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 blah. So I'm telling y'all, people like Britt, they just really, I just can't. I can never just deal with people like that. They just co-signing just to make loud noise, just to be heard, because they know they can't do that shit by themselves. But anyway, Britt is up here hollering because Diamond was like, oh, they jumped me, and here go Britt and Red. Who jumped you? Who jumped Diamond? Who the fuck jumped Diamond? Da 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 da. Who jumped Diamond? And then Diamond, who jumped you? Who jumped? I'm like, why y'all are right there? Like, y'all don't even need to be doing all that. And then security was in between them, like they were trying to fight each other. They weren't even trying to fight each other. They should just let them talk, let them stop screaming at each other like a motherfucker, and just keep her away from Jada. I guess that was ridiculous. And Blue is going around, I guess, talking to Jada, talking about, but y'all ain't gonna touch Diamond. No, you ain't gonna touch Diamond. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but you ain't gonna touch Diamond. No, like, where's Diamond? You know, y'all ain't gonna touch Diamond. Let me know Diamond is okay. I'm like, wait a minute, Blue. But then just last week or 5 minutes ago in y'all time, you were saying fuck Diamond. You don't want her here. So, but now, I mean, I guess you don't want anything to happen to her. I guess, but it was just like, oh, you care a lot about Diamond all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, so that whole shit was going on, all that backstage. So then we get back to the main stage. And this part confused me. I must have missed some shit or forgot some shit, and I'm getting old. They had a conversation about Blue and, you know, her dating different girls and whatnot. And then they got on the subject of Blue and Jada were flirting while Asia was there. So this was, oh shit, my damn computer about to die. Hold on. Let me be ratchet or shit. I didn't know that shit was at motherfucking 9%. The fuck? Hold on. I could have sworn I just looked at this motherfucker and this shit was to like 40-something%. Now how this bitch jumped to 9% in 5 minutes? Back. Need y'all to work it on out. Cause I ain't finna have this bitch cut off in the middle of my shit. This is so ratchet, y'all. Y'all like my shirt though? Okay. Oh. Whew. Okay, we back. So anyway, they said something about Blue and Jada flirting by the time that Asia was in the house. So that means that this was recent, more so. It wasn't like at the beginning, in the beginning days. But I'm just like, did I miss that? I don't have any recollection of Jada and Blue ever being that. Did I miss something? I don't remember. They even showed the clip. I'm like, where the fuck was I? I don't recall, but okay. And then, wait, is this the part where they said, no, that hadn't happened yet. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there was something important about that part. Fuck it. I can't remember. Y'all tell me in the comments if there's anything that I missed. So they tried to talk about Lindsay and her crazy ass. I forgot all about Lindsay. I didn't even expect her to be on this reunion because I just forgot completely that she was even in this motherfucker. But this was the part that had me confused. I was a little baffled. Jada or Asia says that Jada was the person who looked out for her the most, all the bitches in the whole house, even Blue. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that statement. I don't, because they made a point, it was like, well, you fought Jada. And I'm like, true. But, you know, Jada did keep it real with her, you know, for the majority, I feel like, after that. I guess she just kind of learned, and they just kind of bonded. But then again, you know, Blue was the reason, during that whole part where everybody was against Asia, because, you know, everybody has a different week. One week it's Slim, one week it's Asia, one week it's Jada. And, you know, it just kind of went in that rotation. But, well, one week it was Red, forgot about that. And for a half a week it was Brit. But we won't go there. But then on the other hand, you know, granted, Blue was there to kind of help and stand up for Asia during a lot of times when Red didn't like her and Brit didn't like her. You know, the people of the Fab Four didn't like her. Granted, she did protect her and she did keep her company and she was like the only real friend that she had in the house. However, at the same time, y'all remember Blue kind of did just kind of discard Asia to the side when Raisha came into the picture. And just didn't give a fuck. So, I mean, both sides. I mean, what y'all think? I'm kind of like, I get the statement to a degree, but her and Blue are supposedly still friends. They're supposed to, I don't know. It's hard. That statement still just kind of threw me for a loop when I first heard it because something about it sounds a little crazy. But Jada versus Raisha. I think they asked her, like, did you give Jada a chance? And she was like, no, you didn't really give me a chance, and this, that, and the fourth, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are y'all really about to sit here and argue? And then I think Jada said, look at those shoes, pointing at Raisha's shoes. They said, they gave you that from the show. I'm like, oh, damn. The Bad Girl Oxygen, the goddamn Bad Girls Club really be giving the girls shit to wear? I thought they at least, you know, I mean, they probably did have stylists and shit, but I didn't, whatever. I thought there was kind of like their still personal style in their own way, but, you know, I could be wrong. But, let's see, where was I? Slim. Child. Slim comes out on the stage, y'all. And y'all already know, I'm so over Slim. Now, if y'all remember, if y'all been watching my reviews this whole season, I was with Slim. I was on Team Slim's side when everybody was hating on her, didn't really try to give her a chance, this and the fourth. But after a while, I started looking at Slim like, okay, bitch, I was giving you some leeway before, but I'm gonna need you to get together. And that whole shit with Jada and how she was going back and forth talking about Jada, but then coming to Jada talking about how much she respects her, and then that whole transformation with Delilah, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I I can't jig with you no more, Slim. I can't do it. I just mm-mm. I can't fuck with you. So they was going back through all her journey or whatever, and they showed her getting kicked out. They showed her doing her whole modeling thing. Granted, she looked, she was looking good during her whole modeling shoots or whatever, but eh, she was on the wrong show. She admitted it. Everybody else had confirmed it. Even Lo threw some shade, like she didn't get on, America's Next Top Model, so she got on Bad Girls Club. I'm like, you're right. Because there was literally no reason. It's like, we don't fight, we don't do this, we don't that. And even Tanisha had to tell her, like, bitch, all you have to do is just, there comes a point where you have to demand respect. Like, you don't have to fight, but you just have to stand up for yourself. Like, but she was just kind of, really, really timid the whole time. And, oh, excuse me. Oh. And I was hoping Slim was going to bring that attitude that she gave toward Delilah to everybody else, but no. She picked her battle with Delilah. And child, I want to see Delilah come out because I know she going to... She was needed. When she came in, she really switched the season up and gave it a needed oomph that it really need that comedy element. Listen, it was comedy for me, damn it. But anyways, they finally bring out the old bad body bitch, SpongeBob SquarePants, aka Britt, and she was trying to wear them jeans, them coochie cutter jeans. And it was just as pancakey and just as flat and just as straight, just back. The baby had no back. There was no anaconda going in those buns, okay? And then, finally, Lo finally tells Britt that, talked about the whole negative thing. Because you remember, Lo was saying a lot of shit in the confessionals about Britt and Red, who were her friends, but she never actually said it to them. I think she may have said something a little bit to Britt that one time, but, she finally said, you was real negative the coming weeks and this, that, and people, we just grew apart from you and this, that, and the fourth. And she was like, oh, I understand, da, 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 da. And they showed, or Tanisha brought up the fact about how she was with Jada and how she was like, you always want somebody to try you always want somebody to do this and do that, but you had a beef with Jada this whole time, like why you never did something like that? And then they showed all the clips and blah blah blah, and then that whole spat with the whole shoulder bump shit, that got on my nerves. And she was like, well, like why'd you have to? And they showed the confessional when Jada was like, I don't know why she doesn't like me or why she's trying to beef with me, and she was just like, I just don't like you, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well bitch, fight. You never actually fought the bitch until now. Finally, Britt was like, just get this over with. They went over there and they did a little something, did a little, what they do in the Bad Girls Club. They windmill and shit. And of course it was chopped through, so we couldn't tell what hit went where. But it looked pretty even, I guess. It looked like there really wasn't that many blows to really connect. But at least you finally fought the bitch. Even if it was that little flimsy ass shit, at least you fought the bitch. Finally. You got it out your system. And so while they fighting, hell, she's screaming, and then of course Lo starts talking shit to Jada, and they fight again. For like the fourth or fifth time. I'm like, y'all fighting like y'all sisters now at this point, shit. Y'all always got something to say to each other that y'all just gonna set each other off and just start blah, 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 blah. Did I miss anything, child? I don't think I missed nothing I really wanted to talk about, but I know I just want to go ahead and get these reviews out because, baby, I know I have not been able to watch the stuff like I wanted to usually because I'm doing other shit. But I'm still gonna try to record these reviews. Still try to record the reviews. I was gonna do Braxton Family Values, but that episode really didn't have much for me to say. They got high and they went to Jamaica. They try to talk about the album, but I know they're going to talk about the album more so later when they actually get into, you know, the real shit. So that's when I'm going to do it. I think Braxton Family Values isn't going to be like a weekly thing. It may just be like when there's something on the episode that's worth giving a review, then I'll do it. But thank you guys so much for watching this review. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.